Hey guys, Miata Man here. Welcome to episode 3 of How Am I Getting Water in My Miata Trunk. So in episodes 1 and 2, we went inside and we determined that we were getting a leak coming from this area here, and it was traveling through. And what I found out was we had a plugged drain cup inside the car that drains the soft top water away that comes out of the rain rail. So we unplugged that on both sides. Then we also replaced the tail light gasket on this side because there was a small leak from there that we discovered. So that's fixed and it's dry as a bone since then. Now we're still getting a bit of water coming in. Like, it's been raining a lot here though. So normally this car doesn't leak, but the last few days have been crazy. So we're still getting a bit of water coming in. And what I figured that it's coming from the rain rail that we talked about in episode 2. So what we're gonna do is take a look at the rain rail, and I'm gonna explain to you what we did to solve this, and it appears to have worked. The top on this car is from a 2000 Miata, so it is the newer top with the heated glass window. It doesn't leak, it's in great shape. And the rain rail on this is the upgraded rain rail because the NB cars, or 99 to 05, came with a much nicer rain rail than the earlier cars. So what we're gonna do is I'm gonna pull this down. Here, I've still got all the plugs out. And we're gonna just have a look here. So you can see the retaining bar. Those are the metal bars, there's 3 of them in all that travel the perimeter of the soft top. And these are 10 millimeter nuts here that go on the studs. And that is what fastens the bars and the soft top and the rain rail to the body of the car. Now, they were tight, but I was able to tighten them a little bit more. And especially in this area, they seem to have backed off a tiny bit over the last couple of years. So by doing that, I think we've made a much better seal. And we haven't had any water coming in since then. So I think that's good. We've got one tiny drip there, but I think that was just from before, the water that's already in there. So we've got that. So that's been all tightened up all the way around the perimeter. And there is a tightening sequence as well, but I just tighten them all a little bit, and then I go over them again, and I go over them again usually. So I kind of go around 3 times and just tighten them a little bit each time. So that definitely helped. Now, the other thing I wanted to tell you about was this area here, just down in here. A lot of stuff gets into this little crack, and that's the part where the soft top meets that trim around there. So that will get full of pine needles, dirt, all kinds of sludge. So we've given that a good wipe down. Cleaned a lot of that stuff out, so that's going to help as well. Now, last but not least, I want to try to show you down in here. So that's actually the plastic of the rain rail that I'm tapping on right there. I'm going to get some light on the subject for you here. Let's just see if I can get that in. So there you go, you can see in there now. And sometimes that plastic isn't underneath the lip that's on this trim. So let me see if I can hold the camera and do all this at the same time. So this trim here, as you can see, has a rubber lip on it. Now the rain rail is supposed to go underneath that. That's supposed to be over top of the rain rail like it is right now. However, I've seen a lot of these where the rain rail's like that. It's on the wrong side. So water then travels and it goes on the wrong side. It passes through and goes around the back. Now on this car, this had come adrift, and actually it was like that. So what I think happened was a couple of different things that contributed to some water getting in. It was the angle the car was at. I think some of the water got in behind that and then maybe traveled around and came out the bottom where we were having the leak. So there you go. So you want to make sure that that's tucked in properly. So just get your fingers under this and just kind of make sure that rain rail is tucked in underneath there properly. And then that should help. So those are a few more things to watch out for, guys. Sometimes these leaks, they're really tough to find, but that's some more info, and hopefully that'll help you guys to solve the problems if you're having leaks in the trunk. And it could be that your rain rail is completely worn out and cracked. So if that's the case, you might be wanting to look at putting a new top on at that point if your top's starting to get old. But in this case, we've got a good top, we've got a good rain rail, hey, we've got a good car. And it's just little things like that can create a leak. The other thing too, while we're at it, guys, is sometimes you can have a leak through here and here. Both this Frankenstein bolt here and the screw here, or if you have an NB, it actually has two of these. If it had no hard top, it just came with those and not the Frankensteins. The Frankensteins had to be added on the second generations to accommodate a hardtop. So these also have a seal on the bottom of them. This one has like a little rubber O-ring on it, and that one has a nylon washer. And if these are loose, or if those seals are damaged, then you can get a little drip through there as well. And they terminate right in the trunk. So let's see if we can get some light on this here. Right through that hole there is where the water would be coming in, right there. So it's basically underneath where these guys are on the top. So if you've got water passing through there, it's going to end up in the trunk as well. So there you go, guys. Hope that helps you out. Hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and if you have questions, please put them in the comments. Have a great day.